All right, let's do a little exercise together here. I have not even looked at my chart. I scrolled over and those are the markings when I went to bed. I was too tired to even trade ETH last night. I made one trade. I think I made one tick because I was just like, I'm tired. I'm out. Just close the trade, move on. So, let's take a peek. Break level here, touch bounce. You'd have had a long. You have a hold level here, but why wouldn't you want to take that trade? I'm curious though. Let's say you did. I'm curious how much heat you would have taken. You still wouldn't have been stopped out with the 6 points and you'd have made profit. But this is actually when I went to bed, when I was waiting for this trade. And here's why you wouldn't want to take this trade. I had one attempt at it, 2 attempts at it, 3 attempts at it, and it never got up there. So what is it doing? It's forming a base. I don't like a base forming underneath a level. There are easier trades. So here's your break level. Guys, these break levels are just great trades. First touch long, next touch long. So you want to keep this on your chart now. Why do you want to keep this? Because it's already been tested. You don't want to readapt it over here thinking, hey, it's a fresh level. Just make it, break it. Make it, break it. So you're already done. Make it, break it. One touch fall. So this would be a hold level for another possible play. This is a hold level for another possible play. And in fact, I would adapt it to the highest here. And so right here is your long, and right there is your short. Guys, this is just the best. This is so great. 4 trades there. Boom, boom, boom. To be honest, if you did that with some kind of leverage, you're done. Okay, so touch bounce. So we can readapt this to here. Right here would have probably been your entry, touch bounce. Nope. No, I'm not in love with these white candles because they're almost blue candles. You could have taken that trade, 2 points of heat, then you'd have done fine. So, success. Little one here. You do have 2 candle separation, but once again, I'm really not liking this. I don't want it to camp out. I want it to go up and come back. You could have taken the trade though. It's a small trade. You're literally taking a long smack dab in the middle of the range. So expect not much movement. So that's one of the things I pay attention to. Okay, here's, I'm not in love with this level because you got 3 more candles touching it. So not in love with it. I'm moving this out of the way. Let's move. This isn't very clear. So what do? Don't trade it. Okay, so we got there's still other trades in here, so I'm sometimes doing it. This is a break level, right? And established a new break level here, and there's a touch bounce. This swing high established a new break level inside of here. There's touch bounce. Here's a new break level inside of here. That would be your touch bounce. This established a new break, a swing low. There's a touch bounce. Tons of trades in here. Oh my goodness. This is a clear, clean, crisp level. There's your short. Oh, and what's so good about this short? Well, price came way down and then it came up into here. Great short. To me, small leverage because I'm shorting back into the action. A long here, and boy, this is the kind of long, if you could have withstand these 3 candles, I wouldn't have. I know I would have been out at a 50% profit somewhere in there, which is fine. I would not have been in that rise, but that's fine. I don't care. So you have that hold level, you have this break level, trades, trades. I'm going to keep this break here, and I'm going to keep it on this first one because it's already been tested. No entry there. Now, here's something you see often. So this is a break level. Price went up, it came back. You only had one candle clearance on a 3-minute, but I would have taken that trade. The reason why is because this is as close to a perfect setup as I'm going to get. Like we talked about in yesterday's Zoom, I want to have a range. I want price to break out of the range. I want it to come back to the top of it and test it. And there's that trade. Very nice. Now, you did not have 2 candle separation on a 3-minute. But let's drop to a 1-minute for a second. This is, you can say, hey, I've definitely got it on a 1-minute. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles. So maybe it's small leverage because I don't have a 2 candle 3-minute clearance. But you definitely have a 1-minute. Okay. And that shot up. It's kind of funny. I would have done touch, hopefully. Don't get wick there, maybe 6 points. So it depends on how you wanted to play this deal. Let's talk about it, because price went up and you said, okay, I have one protection layer here. I make my protection layers orange, but then it went up so high. Yeah, that one would probably just been a 50% trailer, and that's all I would have made. Or you could have done another thing. Let me back it back up. It went all the way up, and since you went small, you might say, hey, I'm willing to give this thing lots of room, and I'm not going to trail it at 50%. Sometimes you hear me say, hey, I'm going to trail it at 25%. I might have trailed it at 25%. We're just talking out loud. What could you have done? And kept your stop under here, and you'd have gotten out. Or you might have said, wait a minute, that's another entry. Maybe I just add to my entry from here and put my stop at break even between these two. Just talking out loud of what you could have done. My stop is going to be right here in the middle. That's your break even. And you might have gotten stopped out at break even. So that's why I still love my 50% trailer. They work in a lot of cases. All right. So price goes up. You could have shorted this, but I wouldn't have. Because why? We're obviously laddering up. Why do you want to take the hard trade and go short? You should only be looking for longs. And if you missed long, you probably in this one. And that's actually the better long. I want to go back for a second. Sometimes when I enter these and I add, sometimes I manage them. I'm not real consistent on what I'm about to tell you. I manage these as 2 completely separate trades. 2 completely separate trades. So, because I know this is an entry all by itself, and this is an entry all by itself. So it's up to you if you want to manage these as 2 completely separate trades, or you want to combine them. Because in my first example, I combined them and put my stop right in the middle at break even. Or you might say, I want 1 tick. I'm going to put my stop at 1 tick here. I want to give it as much room as possible. Or, wherever you want it. And I'm going to manage this one separately. How much heat did this second entry take? Less than 3 points. So it's up to you how you manage your adds. And it's good discussion. All right, so here's a backside. And you could have added again. I don't know why I'm struggling where my circle is. Add again. So perfect. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So you could have added here. I would have been out because I'd have done 50% of that candle and been out. It's failing to make a new high. Let's notice this. So high, little less, little less. If it goes under this hold level, takes out this break level, we need to go, all right, we need to stop for a second. Are things changing? and here. All right, guys, I just wanted to do the overnight action with you.